Hey guys, Rhinator41 here, and today I am back with another Minecraft video, and this one is actually a little bit different because it is on my current modded survival world. So yeah, I've been calling this one my Starman survival because I've been kind of doing a lot of sci-fi and like space-themed stuff. But yeah, um, I kind of just wanted to show this off as well because I've been playing on it for maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and I've been really enjoying it. So I was like, yeah, sure, this would be fun to like show off and let you guys see it, and also to kind of like preserve it for the future. So yeah, I guess first things first. I have a portal gun. Uh, this is interesting. What mod is this from? Aperture Innovations. That one's a lot of fun. But the main couple mods that I've been using are Alien Evolution, which gives me an Omnitrix, which is just awesome. It's from Ben 10, if you don't know. I'm sure most of you probably do, but I still figure I should mention that. Omnitrix from Ben 10. I also have Add Astra, which is like a space mod, and then I have TARDIS Refined. So I just have a TARDIS, but we'll look into that later. I kind of wanted to show off some of these aliens first. The main ones I've been using, I mean, Accelerate is a big one. So I'm using the future version, Ben 10,000, but I can speed up and just be fast as hell. I can run on water. It's very cool. But then I can also, adjust the speed so I can go faster or slower. And then I can also de-transform, which is nice. There's like a skill tree for each of these aliens. I unlocked quick change. I don't actually know how to do that. I looked into that a little. I couldn't figure it out. But, de-transform at will. And the more I upgrade, the more I'll be able to do some stuff. But, yeah, so we got Accelerate. That's a lot of fun. The first one that I maxed out was Stinkfly. Just because, as the name would imply, you can fly around. And he does stink a little bit. But flying around is incredibly useful, especially in like the end and the nether, so I maxed him out pretty damn fast. Unfortunately for Stinkfly, though, I did get a different alien that is basically just better in every way than Stinkfly. So once yeah, here we go. So I have the playlist with the original 10 aliens, but then I have a couple add-ons that let me get more. So I have Cannonbolt. Well, Cannonbolt I think is in the base. I have Alien X, who I'll show off in a minute. But then, there's a couple others. Jet Ray is the main one that I've been using for flying now. Because you can just absolutely fucking move with him. You can literally go into hyperspace. If you go fast enough, you can go into hyperspace. Holy shit. Yeah, the tilting can get a little disorienting, though. That only happens when you sprint. So, like, right now I'm not sprinting. But then when I do sprint, I do that, and yeah, we tilt. Ah. But yeah, super fast, very useful. You can also slow down if you really want to. But yeah, and last but not least, like I said, we have Alien X, who, you know what? We'll show him off in a minute. In the meantime, we're going to do the TARDIS. So, as you expect, it's bigger on the inside. Oh man, lagged a little bit there, sorry. I also always get this pop-up message from, like, unlocking all the planets. I don't know why it's in pirate speak. It just happens. See, every time I go in and out, it pops up. Oh yeah, I also got a portal achievement. But, yeah, so this is my TARDIS. I made it green on the outside to kind of match the Ben 10 aesthetic. Oh yeah, I do actually have a Ben 10 themed skin. I always like to use my Blue Knight skin that I had on Xbox 360 back in the day, but then, customize it for whatever playthrough I'm doing. So I went with the Omniverse white jacket because I think it looks really cool. And, the animation also for this is so nice. But, yeah, anyway, we can go through this TARDIS real quick. I've got a globe that I named Flat so that it would pop up as a flat Earth, just because that's kind of funny to me. Got the weighted storage cube. You can actually store stuff in it. It's just the, storage cube from Portal. I made the completed Omnitrix, but I can't currently decouple my normal Omnitrix, so I have to upgrade more aliens and then go through that skill tree that I showed you earlier, and then I'll be able to decouple that, and then eventually put on the completed Omnitrix. I guess I'll start off by showing off the console as well, because there's so much to show off, as I'm sure you can tell. There's just a ton of shit in here. I do really like this console. It's kind of, I think this is based on the Matt Smith one. It definitely, I mean, it has the, you know, handbrake and shit like that. This is the throttle to actually start moving, but since we're just set up in our normal spot. We can also do a shell view, so you can literally, like, look at the outside and just see what's going on out there and, you know, get a little bit of lag. But, yeah, that's a lot of fun. I didn't originally know about that, so what I used to do if I would go to a new dimension, like if I went to the end, I turned into Stinkfly so that if I was in the void, I could just fly out. But later I added a mod with the forgiving void, so if you fall in the void, you just loop back to the top, and yeah, it's pretty convenient. You also may have noticed I have some interesting paintings. These are I have Breaking Bad paintings, and I have JJK paintings as well. That's just some extra mods I threw in. I do have these Space Dimensions spacesuits, or I guess this is the Space Dimension spacesuit, and then this is the basic one from Ad Astra, and then this is the Netherite one, which is slightly more advanced from Ad Astra, and the jet suit, which is, you know, it has more protection and you can fly with it, so it has an oxygen supply and an energy supply for flying and for, you know, breathing, which is pretty nice. There's a lot of extra dimensions that I added, so like, you know, by default, it's overworld, but if I just click through, these are all the different dimensions. There are so many. I do have, like, the ether, I have the back rooms, I have a bunch of, like, Star Wars planets, I have material-based dimensions as well, like, you know, there's a scaffolding dimension, there's a, you know, there's a netherite dimension, an entire dimension made out of netherite, which is interesting. But yeah, as you can see, there's just a fuck ton of dimensions. So, we're going to go to a couple of these, because I do want to show you some of the, like, waypoints I have. Because you can have waypoints here, and I just have a bunch set up already, which is nice. But in the meantime, I do want to keep going through what's in the TARDIS. So, yeah, I have this backpack that's placed down. You can pick it up and access the inventory and stuff. You can, oh yeah, you can store your experience in here, which is interesting. You can put a jukebox. There's actually a couple bangers, like the Omniverse song. It's just wild that this exists in this mod. I found this in a chest. But yeah, we've got a couple bangers in there. I have a Polaroid instant camera. I have these books that you can also store XP in. These are more convenient because I have, like, a bunch of these. Oh god, I hate this endless store mod. Oh, what the fuck? I don't know what I just did there. But yeah, got a couple maps which will lead to structures. I just haven't used those yet. Anything? Oh yeah, all these upgrades. So, like, you know, there's jukebox, experience. There's a tank. Smithing, crafting, anvil. It's very useful. The only reason I don't really carry this around with me is because I also just have a wireless terminal that I can craft with. And, you know, if I ever need to, like, recall the TARDIS, there's a, what do you call it? A launch pad, or a landing pad that I can use this, and I can use the key, and it'll just bring it to wherever I am, which is pretty convenient. And then I just walk in and I use all this stuff. But, yeah. I think that's pretty much everything of importance in here. I mean, just a couple backup tools. Oh, a camera stand to go with my camera. I can literally just take selfies whenever. Pretty good. Which, something I really like. So there's the instant camera, but you have to craft individual slides for that. This one, the regular camera, I have film, where you can take up to 16 pictures, and then you have to develop it in here. And you see them as, like, inverted, and you need all the dyes in order to actually print them out. But yeah, I actually have a couple photo albums. I mean, you've probably seen already a couple photos just around the place. So, you know, this is the end. That's the TARDIS. There's me right there, very blurry. And there is nothing in particular, just an interesting formation. Um, but yeah, I also made this little... I have a mod called The Joy of Painting, which is so fun. You can literally make your own paintings. You can just paint. It's so fun. And I painted Alien X. This is like right after I unlocked him. I took a picture inside his like mind space. So there's me, and I had the camera on a camera stand, and then there's me turning into Alien X. It's very, very funny. Oh yeah, I also have a security camera up there. So there's the camera, and it's just real-time footage. You can see me moving around. It's pretty interesting. Found these tapes as well. These are from the mod. Like, I didn't make these tapes. The Giga Chad Villager is actually just... That's just a tape in the mod, which is pretty fun. We've got another painting I did. This was my first... Like, I was experimenting around. I only had lime dye in my palette, so I was literally just scribbling, and then I realized it looked like a fart cloud. So I named it Fart Cloud. But, yeah, I've done a lot of landscape paintings. So this one, the Lavender Fields, I actually took the reference picture as well. So that's what I painted based on that, which I think I did a pretty good job, you know? I really enjoy it. This one was so cool. That's from, I think, the Space Dimensions version. I have Cosmic Horizons, Space Dimensions, and Ad Astra, which all have moons. So one of the moons has a 3D version of Earth that rises like the sun. It looks so cool. So I painted that. And then I painted a couple miscellaneous places in the end that I thought looked cool. There's the Aurora and, like, just a couple cool spots. I also like to put the TARDIS in there whenever I can, just because I think it tells, like, a story, you know? You see the TARDIS and you see the place the TARDIS landed. But, yeah. What else? Oh, yeah. We got Jimmy. He's a ferret. He's very slippery. So I named him Jimmy, because he's Slippin' Jimmy. And then we've got Flake over here, because, you know, he looks like a Frosted Flake. I don't know. Just kind of felt right at the time. And this as well, we got a moon globe from the moon on, from Ad Astra. Oh, and my star journals. These are my photo albums. So yeah, we've got my first trip to space. I tried on the space drip, crafted the Tier 1 rocket, pre-flight checks. You've seen this place. This is where we were, where we started off the video. Ready to launch. Fit check with the Omnitrix. That's so good. Let's get it. And then literally launching and taking selfies. It's just incredible. We're in space. Landing site. One small selfie for man. Met some locals on the moon. There's a moon village. And then, of course, first contact. And then we go to Pyros. I needed fire resistance just to not burn up. Went to Mars. Preparing my drip for Venus. Went cave diving on Venus. Man in cave. Upgrading to the jet suit. Waiting patiently. Jet suit acquired. Met some more locals on Venus. They did not like me very much. And then it started acid raining, which was interesting. So I had to wait out the rain. Found some cool architecture as Jet Ray. Landed in a very bad spot on Mercury. Mercury's cool. Me on Mercury is cooler. Touchdown on Avedva. That is an interesting... I always had trouble pronouncing that one, but, you know, it's Avedva, I think. Sounds vaguely Russian. Got a bit chilly. Went to Europa. Meteorites on Europa. Got some osmium. Delved into Mekanism, which is a lot of fun. I can show you that room as well. Went to Glacio. Glacio looks so cool. Got the Nader Eclipse here as well. Oh, I met a Crabdozer on Pyros with a terrible parking spot, but the flight suit's actually lava resistant, which is good. Crabdozer was still staring at the TARDIS. And then I got lava, and I delved more into Mekanism and made a whole little series of generators and like a... Yeah, we'll delve into that a little bit as well. But, yeah. So I think that's pretty much all I got in this room. But we can actually go deeper into the TARDIS. And there's some pretty cool stuff in here. So, first off, in here directly to the left, there's just this cool tree room. Wait, what? Where's... How the hell? One moment. There's someone who's supposed to be in this room that is not in this room. So, Bloomy apparently thought it would be funny to run away to the infusion room, I guess. But, yeah, so, as you can tell, the TARDIS is slightly large. It's bigger on the inside. And, there are a lot of twisting tunnels and a lot of rooms, which I can show you a bit more of in a moment. Let me bring Bloomy back to the proper place. This is where Bloomy should be. This is the nature room. But, yeah, there's like a skill tree in here. I have 900 points. Because I already maxed out the TARDIS. And now there's, yeah, basically it's super fast, and it can go between dimensions and all that shit. And the tree grows whenever you upgrade stuff like that. And you can probably see on the mini-map. But, yeah, there's a lot of tunnels, and I do have some villagers. We'll see them later. But first off, I do want to come over here. Because this is, like, kind of the main hub of the TARDIS tunnels. This is my, my terminal system. So, like, whenever I access this, it's actually just this. So, it's just a giant block of chests, and I have, like, 7,000 free slots out of 9,000. I also have this ender chest, so if I ever throw anything in this ender chest, it just goes straight in the system. Oh, I have this waystone, so if I ever die, I respawn back where the video started, and there's another waystone that I can use to get straight here. The Galvin Village is where it started. But in here, this is where I was messing with some of the Ad Astra stuff. Oh, I guess I also have the uncrafting table. I do have the Twilight Forest mod in here. That's a lot of fun. So, we got another globe. We've got, you know, some miscellaneous generators, making oxygen, getting power into there from the coal generators. Got my NASA workbench. This is what I used to build my first rocket. And then my little menagerie over here. Got a little guy in the corner. So, yeah. If we come over here, we can actually go delve into our mechanism room a little bit. So, right up here, we have our room with our mechanism generators. It can get a little bit loud, as I'm sure you can tell. And I've muffled some of these as well. But I've got a shit ton of biofuel. And basically what's going on now... Actually, do I have any potatoes I can cook up? I do. So here, we can throw in potatoes into the smelter. And it cooks them up, drops them in the crusher, gets crushed into biofuel, which then gets pumped either into this chest or, if they need it, into these generators. These are all currently full, but this chest is also hooked up so that when it senses that they have space, it pumps it out of the chest and into the generator, which then generates energy, which goes into these energy cubes, which I actually wanted to make something else. There's this thing called a quantum... What the fuck? I don't even know what any of this is. Teleportation. Okay, yeah, I can make that. Not right now, but like at some point, I'll go in and make that. Oh, does this connect? Oh, it doesn't. That used to, at one point. Oh. At one point that connected back to the console room when I was going back and forth really frequently. But, yeah. So that's, anyway. Sorry, I got kind of sidetracked. Basically, we're making biofuel. The biofuel goes in here. I'll be able to use that to make other stuff later as well, but for right now, it's just kind of stockpiling power for when I need it later, which I know I will. And, yeah. I also have another smelter set up here, so if I need a furnace, anything to, like, cook. Let's see. Yeah, I can throw in a couple. Just throw the copper in here. And this cooks up, and then it just immediately goes into this ender chest, which then sends it into my storage system, which is quite convenient. I also have a crusher right here that does the same thing. It literally just throws it straight in. And I think this infuser goes through that wire to then go to the same place. But yeah. Another fun thing I have, which I forget about a lot of the time, I have a slot machine. So if I just put some emeralds in, we could just spin. Spin to win. Come on, spin to win. Spin to win. Yes! Spin to win! Yeah, gambling's bad. Don't do it. But yeah. So we got that. And then we also have a cool little farm area. If we come over here, you can see these tunnels really twist and turn a lot. But yeah, so in here, oh yeah, we have a kitchen, I guess, which is probably the first thing I should show. We've got miscellaneous. We've got Let's Do Farm and Charm, which is really cool. It's got a lot of cool new recipes and like crops. Then I also have Let's Do Bakery, which lets me make cakes. And then I have, where is it? Farmer's Delight, which, I mean, that's a pretty big one. I'm sure a lot of you already know that one. But, yeah. So, just a bunch of miscellaneous crops and stuff. Got a bunch of rice over here. And then a bunch of random bullshit over here. Tomatoes here. Cabbage, wheat, flax. Oh. Yes, this thing's finally done. So basically what I've been doing with this is making rich soil. Which means that it doesn't get trampled when you jump on it. But there are a couple that are still regular dirt because I didn't have enough rich soil. But I think if I right-click... Yeah, if I right-click with a hoe, it does a 3x3 area. Which is just incredibly convenient. So I don't even have to, like, spam right-click or anything. I'm holding it down, and it's automatically harvesting everything. And it's also very convenient that I can just throw everything into the storage system instead of having to worry about, you know, sorting. Oh yeah, also I think the rich soil, whenever it's, like when you're farming on the rich soil, it has a chance to do like the bone meal effect, which is very nice. It makes your crops grow a lot faster, and it means that I don't even really feel like I need to use the sun. I can just do it all inside the TARDIS. Holy hell, I missed a lot. But yeah, and then some of the most satisfying parts, you can literally just hold down, shift-click, all of that, shabam, and now it's all in the system. So, very nice. But yeah, anyway, we've kind of been messing with the farms for long enough, so we're going to go over and check in on the villagers. Now, they might still be mad at me because they did have a couple, let's just say, unfortunately employed villagers that I did not want to be there. So the Iron Golem might get... Yeah, yep, Iron Golem doesn't like me. That's unfortunate. But I might actually... You know what? I'm gonna... How many iron blocks do I even have? We're gonna build a couple Iron Golems of our own so that it'll hopefully stop the other ones from spawning. Alright. Hopefully, hostile ones will stop spawning. Because I, like I said, did hit a villager or two. And, yeah. Oh yeah, there's also these guys, the galvanologists, who can trade me cool Ben 10 based stuff, but I do have this trading post where I can just look at individual trades. Some of these guys are still pissed at me, but some of them like me. Interesting. I've been away long enough that most of them have forgotten, but I think I did accidentally hit the looting and fortune guys, which is ironically unfortunate. But yeah, so these guys are pretty good. Oh yeah, I got Lunarians. They are moon villagers. This guy sells fortune 3. But yeah, if we come over here as well, I have something from the TARDIS mod where I can literally just teleport back to the start, which is very convenient. Yeah, so this takes me back here. So if I go back this way, then we'll go back through the airlock. And we'll be in the console room. And now we can actually move on to outside the TARDIS and start looking at some of these cool waypoints I have. So, to start off, let's do... What did I call it? I call it Desert Village? Oh, I might not have it saved. Oh, that's alright. I was going to go to the crashed ship. One sec. Alright, so we're just going to manually input these coordinates. So, it was negative 1500, and then 515. But yeah, so, as you can kind of see, it's literally X, Y, and Z coordinate. I think this was like 60-something. I can change the increment all the way up to 5,000, and then it goes back to 1, which is cool. We've got a couple good ones, like, I mean, I think we want to be facing east? Yeah, we want to be facing east. Some of these that just say switch, those are for, you know, those are for when you're in flight, which we'll use these cool AR glasses that are necessary for seeing issues that pop up during flight. We do have the GPS where it'll tell us where we're going, or it'll tell us where we are as well as where we're going. Oh, we do not want to go to Mustafar. I forgot. Alright. So, overworld. Yep, we got the coordinates set. I'm really glad I checked that. Handbrake, that's for when we're in flight. Fast return will actually take us back to the last place we were at. I think those are really the only important ones. Oh, there's the randomizer, which is kind of fun. But we're not going to use that. The door toggle, so doors open. Now it's closed. Yeah, let's go ahead and go full throttle. Should be really quick. Because we're not that far. And whenever you hear that arrow sound, it means we have to fix something. It's like we're really flying the TARDIS. There's a bunch of shit that'll go wrong, and if you don't fix it, it'll explode. Alright, we're landing. Alright. And I'm actually going to go ahead and make a new waypoint. Desert Village. Because I thought I already had this as a waypoint, but I guess not. I had it as a, like a marker on my map. Oh. I lagged. Oh god, there's a baby zombie in there now. Oh, no, he's not. But as you can see, this is another of the same structure from where we started off this video. And yeah, we've got some Galvins here. Literally just just little guys, you know? Galvin cartographers, but yeah, as some of you casual Ben 10 fans may recognize, this is the same species as gray matter. I like how I said that, like, in the snobbiest way possible, and then could not fucking remember gray matter's name. But yeah, so this is kind of an interesting spot because there's a Galvin structure here, and then there's a village with a dragonfly apparently, and then there's also a crashed ship. Now this is based on Xylene's ship from Ben 10, who was delivering the Omnitrix to Earth, and right up in here is where you can find the prototype Omnitrix core, which you can then use to craft the prototype Omnitrix, which is pretty sick. So that's how you get one of those. Oh, more subtle foreshadowing of Alien X. So for now, you know, we're gonna go fly around in the TARDIS a little bit more. Check out some other waypoints. So I've kind of been teasing Alien X a lot, so we're just gonna go ahead and go to the site of some interesting, well, I don't even, you know what? We'll just go there. Alright. So, it took a couple minutes. But, we're fast approaching the scene of the crime. So, I actually need to enable refueling here. And let's check this place out. So, oh, there's a waystone there. Okay, I actually was looking the right way. As you can see here, there's a little bit of destruction. You know what? Easiest way to show it. Jet ray. So... oh, yeah, that happens sometimes. So this was from a single punch from Alien X. Something interesting about him is that you can turn really big, and then you can basically do a hollow purple from JJK, if you know what that is. So, I figure it would be interesting to show you. It is incredibly laggy when I do it, so sorry in advance for that. But once my Omnitrix recharges, I'll show you a quick glimpse of Alien X's power. Oh, I mistransformed into Stinkfly. Here he is. Yep. I'm in the mindscape. Welp. Easiest thing to do. I have to convince them. I have to wait for the text to go away so that I can read what I'm saying here. If I fall, it'll be, nope, you've got, I learned, yep, I learned the hard way. I'm not asking, I think it's, yeah, I'm not asking. You kind of learn some of these. I wish you could see the full dialogue before. But basically, you need to... oh, damn. I wish I could do that one. I think that would give me an extra power. But yeah, you have to basically be blunt with Bellicus and be like compassionate with Serena, and that works. And then it lags a little bit. Wait for it. Any minute now. Oh, alright. We're still lagging. Here we go. I have a shit ton of hearts. And also, a couple powers. So, first one I like to use is size. Oh, forgot to click. So, I am quite large. And as you can see, currently there is a big village here. Pretty cool looking. It'll lag a little bit. Did I miss? Or is it just lagging? Oh, it's lagging. Okay, so there's a legit chance that I actually just like missed all the big shit. Try it again. Oh, I definitely hit something that time. Okay. Yeah, so this might not be the most interesting to watch. I'm gonna cut ahead to when the fires are all out and it finally stops lagging. Yeah, so, it's definitely still lagging, but this is the power of a celestial sapien. So keep that in mind. Holy shit! Oh my! But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to our next spot. All right, so yeah, most of the lag is gone now. I'm in the TARDIS. I did restart my game, so hopefully it should lag less. But something that I do want to show off is, let's see if I can find it in this long list of dimensions. I do have something in here called the Lost Cities, which, if you're not familiar, it's basically just the overworld. And we're going to the exact same coordinates we're already... Right? Yeah. So, pretty quick. We're just traveling dimensions. We're not moving anywhere. There we go. But it's basically just the same as the overworld, except it has extra structures with, like, cities and stuff. Alright. Let's take a peek. Oh. Okay. So I guess the structures are slightly differently placed. Let's go take a peek outside. I might need to sleep to get the night to go away, but the village is here. So that's a good sign. Oh, the night's actually leaving already. But yeah, so despite the fact that in the overworld this village is now a giant hole in the ground, it is in fact here, which is pretty cool. And oh, yeah, there's the city part of the Lost Cities. There's a bunch of these big domes with cities inside, which, you know what? I know who can get us there quickly. Let's... I actually don't know how to get inside these things normally. I usually just break in. Yeah, we're just gonna break in. So... yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Ah. Oh god, sorry. My computer still does not love this this mod pack when I'm recording. Oh my god, please. It's all the villagers, I think, that's making it lag so bad right now. But yeah, if you guys played Sky Factory 4, you might actually be familiar with this, because this mod is in Sky Factory 4, which is where I got the idea to add it. Because I was basically just looking for a bunch of dimension mods. And there's just miscellaneous buildings and structures and stuff, which I think is a lot of fun. Oh, let's see if I get any loot. Not shit. That's kind of a shame. Oh yeah, I also have a mod that lets me just crawl whenever I want. Yeah, spamming it's a little weird. Ah, damn. There might be something bugged with the loot chests, but that's okay. In the meantime, what I can do is show you that I have the ability to summon the TARDIS to me with the key, which I mentioned earlier, but I find it easiest to just look for the TARDIS mod items because I can never remember what the actual things are called. But put the landing pad down, use the key, which I've configured to be for my TARDIS specifically, and then it'll summon it right to me. At some point. There we go. And I always make sure to get that landing pad back. There we go. Got the landing pad, got the TARDIS key. Alright, we're all set. Drop that shit back in there. And, yeah. Off we go. Wah! We're gonna go ahead and now go to a waypoint that I have in the end. Which one do we want to do? We got a couple cool end villages. Let's do end village X. And I do have to manually select the dimension every time. I thought that said Korea for a second. I was like, there's a Korea dimension. But yeah, so it can get a little annoying that I have to manually do that, but you know, sometimes you just gotta deal with it. Oh man, this is gonna be a while. Alright. Let's fuel up. And let's check this out. What? Oh god. Yeah, it can be a little bit laggy, especially when loading chunks in. But, yeah, so this is End Village X, and the reason I named it that, it's not like the 10th End Village I discovered or anything. It's to unlock Alien X, you have to craft a specific, like, DNA sample. No, not this one. You have to craft this. So you need an elytra, which I did not have. I had everything I needed except the elytra. So, you know, I crafted this, and I crafted this, but I didn't have an elytra because I had no need for it because I had been flying around a stinkfly at the time. So, yeah, I found this village, and there was an elytra in one of the chests, and I immediately crafted the Alien X DNA sample, and this is... Yeah, so this is the first place that I ever transformed into Alien X, which is pretty fun. But yeah, I also just... The end is just so beautiful in this mod. It's better end, I believe. Yeah. It's just so... It's better. It really is just better. But there's also something over here that I haven't explored yet. I saw it on the map last time I was here. But I am pretty interested to find out what's over there. So you know what? We're gonna ignore that. And we're gonna go Stinkfly. For old time's sake. Oh my god. Oh, we're loading in chunks. Ah! Okay. A lot of phantoms. Oh boy, let's just de-transform. It'll probably lag less. Plus my armor pacifies phantoms. So, that'll actually probably save my life here. That the phantoms aren't going to attack me. What the hell is this? An aviary? This is... Whoa! Was that thing huge, or was it just really close? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. So yeah, I am lagging. Oh my god! Okay. And that's why you get good armor. What? That skeleton has a guardian on its head. What the fuck is happening? Not like this. I might need to go Alien X or some shit, bro. Oh my god. This place sucks. I just want... Alright, I'm gonna have to come back to loot the rest of this place some other time, because it is a shit show over here. I'm full of arrows. Oh, no! I gotta get the fuck out of here. He's actually providing me a means of escape, which is pretty convenient, so thanks for that, guy. Holy shit. That place... It looks so cool, though. Let's just... Oh, yeah, we're still lagging a bit. But... Yeah, let's, get the fuck out of here. Oh, yeah. Look at that. One of the really big, cool, oh. Okay, the fog. Oh god. Oh god, the lag. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to another stop on our sightseeing tour. Oh Jesus. Oh god. Ah. Let me in. Ah. All right. So the next destination that we're going to go to, and hopefully it'll be less laggy this time, but we're going to go to the Moon Village, because I think it'll be pretty fun. Alright, so hopefully we are on the right moon, but we do actually need to equip some space armor. So we're just going to put on our jet suit. Oh yeah, sorry, my other armor gives me extra health, so I lose hearts whenever I take it off. But yeah, as you can see, it has a bunch of energy, and it has oxygen, so we can actually fly with this, because it's a jet suit. But yeah, hopefully this is the right thing. We can actually check here. Let's see. Yes, it is. So that was a little preview. Let's actually go take a peek. Hello. These are the Lunarians. They live on the moon. I also have a waypoint here. Or a waystone. But yeah, so... Oh, sheesh. A bunch of desh that I apparently missed when I was here before. This whole area... Damn, more desh. I don't know how I missed that. This is literally, like, right next to my landing site. Which the oxygen meter kind of covers my mini-map, so I have to go on my regular map. But I did also find this cool dungeon, which is where I got the moon globe. But if I go up to the surface, which should be, yeah, right around here. Yeah, this is the moon. We kind of already saw this in photos. But, yeah, so this is my landing, or my lander, which apparently you can get in. Oh, wait. Here's the way to do it. Yeah, there was stuff in there. I guess I took it out already. But yeah, it is very nice that I can just, like, float now. Because when I first got here, I couldn't. Oh, is this a block of desh? What the hell? That's pretty clean. Pretty good. But yeah, so right there is the entrance to that other dungeon thing. And, there are some not happy campers in there. Some people that want to beat me up. And I did, in fact, die, so I had to go Alien X to go back in there and get all my shit. But, yeah. A lot of fun. I really like just the space exploration aspect of this mod pack. It's just so much fun. Wah! I fucking knew it. Okay. But next up, we're going to go to another dimension, the Undergarden, which I think I have on here. Nope. Alright, we'll just go to a random spot then. Alright. Sounds like we're here. We should probably preview. Okay. Looking good. The Undergarden is actually a pretty chill place, despite what you would expect by how it looks. Oh. Perhaps I was wrong. No, it's pretty chill. Let me mark this here with a new waypoint so that I can get back to it. But I really like the aesthetic of this place. It's like the Nether mixed with the Deep Dark almost. It's just... I don't know what it is. There's just something so nice about this vibe. Because I was actually here... Oh, wait. Are these the ink? No, they're not. Damn. Stoneborn. There's, like, specific ores and stuff for this biome as well. Like, I just saw some. Yeah. Is this iron? That's probably just iron. Oh, no, it's Clogram. and then there's coal. But yeah, so there's like special ores, and then you can make special armor and stuff. Oh, yeah, I don't think this guy likes me. But yeah, most of these guys can't really do much anyway. So yeah, I mean, you can kind of see the main goal that I had with this mod pack was just like... I've been watching a lot of Star Trek The Next Generation recently, so I was kind of going for the vibe of, you know, exploring strange new worlds and seeking out new life and new civilizations, that kind of shit. So, oh, fuck. Oh! Well, that could have gone better. Okay, I need to get back up to my TARDIS. I could literally just fly, but I think this is more fun. Can I zoom in? Cool. It's that easy. But yeah, it's nice. Oh, wait. Don't want to speak too soon. It's nice when the game's not lagging. But yeah, so I only really have a couple other places I wanted to show, but one of the main ones I actually mentioned earlier is the netherite dimension. Just because it's so, like... It's kind of insane to think about the fact that there is an entire dimension made of netherite blocks. So, let me just scroll through this endless list and find it. Here it is. It's just called Netherite D. That's kind of funny. Alright. And we're going to the exact same coordinates that we're at. Just in that dimension instead. Alright. Let's get a peek. Yep. That's definitely the right dimension. Alright, and something I should have done in the last place. We'll just do that. So that I can just portal right back. You know what? Jet ray. Let's see if we can find something cool. Because I've found, like, there are structures. I found a bastion here before. Am I stuck in a big room right now? I think I'm stuck in a big room right now. As you can probably tell, the generation is basically just the nether. Oh yeah, see, there's a bastion. That's one of the ones I must have already found. Yeah, one over there. But yeah, this is literally just the same generation as the nether. You know what? Let's go ahead and just travel over here then. Negative 670... 1140. Alright. Now, I'm not certain if the piglins are going to attack me. I do have... My armor should pacify them, I think. Yeah. So, the brutes will attack, but the regular piglins will not. Oh shit, I forgot my... Okay. But yeah, you can see how this dimension could be pretty useful. The way I was thinking of it was very similar to... Oh god, the piglins are going to be mad. Oh, maybe not. That guy doesn't give a shit. Wow, it really pacifies him, huh? Oops, I accidentally hit my deafen button. So yeah, actually, this is another cool thing I can show you. I have this mod called Buddy Cards, which is just like Pokemon cards. You can just open card packs that you find. Ooh. Okay, I don't think I got anything super good. I think this is decent. But yeah, it literally, like, you can get that, and then you can get sleeves. So if I want to grade this, I put that in my offhand and go, boop. And it got graded a C! Oh my god. It's trash. But yeah, the Buddy Cards mod is a lot of fun. You can tell I like gambling. I have that mod, and I have the casino mod, so it's... Whoa! It's a pretty good combination. But yeah, so that's the netherite dimension, and we're gonna go ahead and go back to the TARDIS. Oh shit, another... Is that another bastion? It is. We don't need to explore that. You get the gist. There's a bunch of bastions here. This whole dimension is pretty cool. I haven't really explored too much of it, but I think it's just bastions. Like, it's just the nether dimension... or generation with netherite, and then a bastion. But to finish this video off, I do want to show one more dimension, which I don't have waypointed, but we're gonna go there. Alright, so this dimension is definitely one of the more interesting ones. It's the Backrooms. Oh, from the hit movie, The Backrooms. We're gonna drop our portals here, because I really don't want to get lost. But I do want to kind of show you. So, sometimes, I don't know what triggers you to go in here, but I've had it happen when I was suffocating in blocks, which kind of makes sense, because I was, like, phasing through stuff. And then I've had it happen when I was going between dimensions. So, like, one time I was in the Aether, and I transformed, using the Omnitrix, tried to go Stinkfly, mistransformed into Cannonbolt for the first time, which was pretty cool. It was my first ever new alien. And then, because he was bigger than Stinkfly, he suffocated me in a block, and I teleported to the backroom. So I tried to transform into Stinkfly, and from my perspective, I was just in the backrooms all of a sudden, and I was Cannonbolt. So, yeah, I have this here for if I ever get lost, I can come back. This cobblestone was here so that I could summon the TARDIS to me, but now I don't need to. And there is an entity on the mini-map. If it's the one I think it is, the jump scare is very loud, so be prepared. I want you to see it, though. Oh, boy. Jesus. Oh my god, I can't hear shit. Oh god, is this him over here? Oh wait, is this the Aether blocks? Yeah, it is. So this is from that time. Also, I see him on the minimap and I'm scared that he's gonna jump scare me again. Okay, yeah, he's moving like that. But I have also run into... I don't know what he's called, but the other entity, the bacteria guy. I've ran into him as well. There is some pretty cool stuff. There's, like, labs around the place. And there's this big area, which is just a bunch of holes. And if you fall into it, you just get stuck, which is weird. Like, I think it is the void underneath, but I couldn't actually fall out into the void. It just kept making me, like, hover there. So, yeah. Even the TARDIS looks ominous in here. So let's get the fuck out of here. And, yeah, we can go ahead and wrap up this little showcase video. I know this one was probably longer than I anticipated it being, but I kind of just wanted to give the general overview of this world to, you know, just show it off, because I think it's really fun. But, yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and, yeah, if you want to see more videos like this, well, this is the only one of its kind so far, but if I've made multiple, then there will be a link to the playlist down in the description below. But, yeah, anyway, Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later.